Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Little Oont was a mole with a black velvet coat. His home was underneath the soil, and that's where he lived all the time. The moles had made little bedrooms to sleep in, and little larders to keep their food in, and living rooms to live in, and lots of little tunnels going this way and that way. When little Oont grew up, he felt he wanted to go away and dig little tunnels for himself. So he said goodbye to his mother and father and trotted off down one of the tunnels. When he came to the end of the tunnel, he began to dig away with his little front feet for a long time. He decided to dig his way up to the top of the soil and see what it was like up above. He dug and dug upwards, and just before he got to the top, he stopped and listened. Above him was a road, and cars and lorries were rushing along and making a great noise. Little Oont didn't like it at all. He started digging down again for a little way, and then straight along, and then up again towards the top of the soil. He stopped and listened again. All was quiet, so he kept on digging until, pop, his head came up above the soil and into the sunshine. The mole blinked his eyes. At first, the light was much too strong for him. He'd never been above the soil before. He climbed out of his tunnel and looked around. And there, sitting not far from him, he saw a pussycat. He'd never seen a pussycat before, so he wondered what it was. The pussycat had never seen a mole before, and she wondered what it was. They looked at each other for a moment. "Who are you?" asked the cat. "You look a bit like a mouse, but you're not a mouse, I know that." Little Oont blinked his eyes. I'm a mole, and I live under the soil, but I came up to see what it was like." "Are you a giant? You're very big." "No, not really," said the cat. "It's you that's small. I am a cat." "Do you live here above the soil?" asked Little Oont. "Yes," said the cat. "My home is that big place behind me. It's called a house, and it belongs to my master. And if you think I'm a giant, wait till you see him. He's many times bigger than me." "Good gracious," cried the mole, keeping close to his little tunnel for safety. "Another thing," said the cat. "You've messed up the lawn. See that heap of soil that you've pushed up from your tunnel right in the middle of the lawn? Well, the grass is so smooth and neat and green, and my master is so proud of it. But wait till he sees that heap of soil you've thrown up on it, and he will be angry." Little Oont climbed quickly back into his little tunnel. I think I'll be going now," he said. "Goodbye, cat." And he climbed down his tunnel and began to dig a new one. He dug away with his little front feet for what seemed a long time, and his tunnel got longer and longer and longer. And after a while, pop, his little black head popped up above the soil again into the sunshine. Then he heard a voice cry, "Oh no, not you again." And there was the cat sitting in the same place, staring at him with her green eyes. "You've done it again," said the cat. "You've made another little pile of soil on my master's lawn." "I'm sorry," said Little Oont. I thought I'd gone a long way away." "Well, you didn't," cried the cat. "You went round in a circle, so don't let it happen again." "I'll make sure it doesn't," said Little Oont. And instead of going down into his tunnel again, he ran over the garden, under the gate, and over the fields, where there were no houses or gardens or cats. And he started to dig a new tunnel in the soil. And he dug such a long way that he began to feel very, very tired and sleepy. So he dug out a little bedroom for himself, and he went to sleep, safe and sound in his own little house beneath the soil.
I don't know what Mary would say if a mole threw all those heaps of earth up into her garden.
Mole hills among the silver bells. Oh, she wouldn't like that at all.
Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow?
With silver bells and cockle shells